My name is Sebastien Guillot, and I'm editor in a French publishing house called Calmann-Levy. I started 3 years ago now, and I have launched two different series. One of big commercial fantasy, and the other one is dedicated to weird novels for mainstream people, for mainstream audience, and that's the place where I want to issue some of the book I really love. I think it was always in my mind to try and promote this kind of literature. So it's a real desire for many years, and afterward it's been people I met. I met a French author named Francis Berthelot, who worked on a theory named transfictions. The name is obvious. And I met Hélène Kushner and Dalia Shaman, who created the Interstitial Art Foundation, and of course Interstitial, interstice, something. I met Jeff VanderMeer, who was between the lines. I read some articles about Bruce Sterling's Slipstream, and all this stuff. From all this stuff, I taken the idea that there was really a family of authors that absolutely not write the same thing, really not, but very often people who like one of these authors will like another of these authors. It was very strange because in Francis Berthelot, the French author I mentioned, has published a small guide about transfiction, and it was very strange because he has chosen 100 books to be read to know what transfiction is. And when you look at the list, it's, oh yeah, I love this book, oh I love this book too, oh, and so on and so on and so on. And they're very different, so that's something.
But there must be something similar about them, besides the fact that they're just generally within this interstitial or slipstream.
I think really it's what I told you, it's the fact that they want to tell stories, they want, I don't know the English word for that, but in France we mean réenchanter la littérature, to give literature some magic, if you want to.
What is it about the fantastical or imaginary element that interests you? Why don't you just publish mainstream literary fiction?
Yeah, the point is, when I started to read literature, it's the first novel I read was The Lord of the Rings, and I was I think I was 11, I guess, and thereafter in the 10 years after, I just read some science fiction and fantasy, and I think I always need some fantastic elements for me in a novel, because I don't really like to read some books where the things that could happen to me.
When you're reading a fantasy book, how do you know that the line's been crossed between something that you can sell to a mainstream audience and something that you can't?
In the fantasy field, there are many elements that are classical elements for fantasy readers. All the medieval stuff and this kind of things won't be for this series. After maybe what we call urban fantasy, authors like Charles Delins, for example. Maybe it won't be, I guess, in this series, but maybe just the border of what I can publish in this collection. Just because people who are going to read these books don't know all the fantasy history and didn't read much, and maybe never read any of these books, but some of these books, just like Charles Delins, you always have the way to come in the books, and thereafter maybe there's very strange things happening, but the reader isn't lost just at the beginning. We can. It's always there's a way. Yes, there's a way for him to go further and further.